Hello, welcome dear listeners to our first episode of Dear Paarijaat pod show, where words come alive, emotions find a voice, and every moment is a poetic journey. I am Mayank Gangwar, your storyteller, your companion, and today we set on a journey that transcends the boundaries of ordinary expression. So grab a cup of warmth, settle into the embrace of a favorite listening spot, and let the words unfold. This is where your heart meets poetry and the magic of Dear Paarijaat begins. Starting with A Year of Love. It is a poetry about different phases of love representing two different seasons of a year. Our love lasted like a year. It began with chilly winds, all emotions frozen like ice, desperately trying to break free. As we know, in the start of the year, akin to winter, life commences. You can't know love without experiencing it first. Dear friends, the protagonist buries emotions, awaiting the arrival of someone special to thaw the ice. Will she come? Let's see. Then you came into my garden like a hint of spring, and suddenly everything came alive. Countless desires took over my heart. I was filled with energy, singing songs of triumph. Oh, so now that's your spring season. The entry of someone special into a desolate garden, awakening deep-seated feelings. But we have another phase upcoming. Let's find out. Time passed. Spring turned into scorching summer. Enduring the heat, we saved ourselves and traveled far away. We waited eagerly on a sandy bank, our hands clasped together for the arrival of the monsoon. There comes a phase when imperfections arises, yet the relationship endures, overcoming challenges. Now buddy, it's time for some rain. And it finally came, like a figment of imagination. In the drops of rain, we saw it, love, revived under the scorching sun. Certainly, it was beautiful, filled with boundless joy. I would look at her beauty in amazement, lost as if in some wonder. Oh, words may not be necessary for this one. It's about the revival of love, giving it another chance, living moments, moving ahead. But who knows why? Subdual winds blew, and my garden turned barren. Yes, it was autumn, in which I, like a tree, kept withering away. When I reached it, the plant I had cultivated, even its leaves had deserted it. Indeed, it was autumn, in which I, like a tree, kept withering away. Then, the nightmare begins, the gradual falling apart. There's a quote, "Now since you are gone, where shall I go? To the right where nothing is left, or to the left where nothing is right?" Well, wait, the poetry is still left. Continuing further, now the chilly winds are blowing again. Emotions are frozen within, but this time they are not trying to escape. They are staying inside, bottled up and suppressed, because after this cold season, spring will never come. No one will await anyone. The garden has become desolate. No more saplings can be planted. This weather affects not only the garden, but also the gardener, the one who spent his entire life nurturing it. The flowers will never bloom again. And that concludes this beautiful poetry and another sad ending of this beautiful love story. It began with a desolate garden, and even after the arrival of these many seasons, it turned back into barren again. But this time, it won't be able to bloom flowers again. The gardener has died in the endless hopes, awaiting for spring to come. Even if he would have waited for another year, where spring might have met the garden, but the gardener and garden altogether couldn't bear the separation of her. Dear listeners, love who you have. Love once, love hard, love to the end, and never leave. You may never know, the person you are with today might not exist tomorrow. Love them to your fullest. I know We all have busy schedules, so do I. But amidst those rush hours, try to take out time for the ones you care about. At the end, only love remains, neither the lover nor the loved. So keep loving and keep listening to Dear Paarijaat.